Hey, young investor, welcome to my YouTube channel where I share saving and investing strategies I'm following to stay on track to retire before 40. In this video, I'll be talking about my experience working with a cashback realtor on 2 recent houses I bought in Toronto the last 2 years and what to expect when working with a cashback realtor. It's just one of the commission rebate checks my realtor ended up giving me for $20,000. If you're skeptical about working with a cashback realtor and wonder if there's a catch, keep watching this video as I break down everything to answer some of the most commonly asked questions that you will want to know before working with a cashback realtor to help you buy your house. Let's dive right into it, guys. What is a commission or cashback rebate? A real estate commission rebate or cashback rebate is a cash incentive that a real estate agent provides to a home buyer. Buyers generally do not have to pay the real estate agent commissions to work with them to look for houses as they are paid by the seller of the house. Some real estate agents are willing to give part of the commission to home buyers, and this can amount to quite a bit of money. In Ontario specifically, standard commission rates for buying agents is 2.5% of the selling price. So for $1 million house in Toronto, the gross commissions paid to your realtor that help you with the purchase would be $25,000. How do I ask a real estate agent for a rebate or cashback? The best way to ask if an agent offers a cashback rebate is to contact many agents before you start the process of looking to purchase a home. Be upfront and honest with the agents when you first contact them by stating your intentions of looking for an agent who will provide cashback. I suggest contacting between 5 to 10 agents. After you find a few agents willing to provide a cashback rebate, choose the agent who you think will work best based on their personnel, skill, and experience. Some real estate agents will advertise their services with a cashback rebate, and some only offer it if you ask about it. It was a coincidence, but we ended up with a realtor that lived in the area we wanted to buy, so it was really easy for us to arrange for showings. It was super convenient because we were bringing Jocelyn, who was less than a year at the time, and worked around her 3-day nap schedule to see the home. When will I get a cashback or real estate rebate? Typically receive a cashback rebate a few weeks after closing. I got mine a few days after closing, and the check was cut from his brokerage the same time my realtor got paid. How do I find out the details of my cashback rebate? Always get your cashback rebate agreement in writing up front so expectations are set from the get. There's generally 2 ways to get your cashback rebate agreement in writing. The first option, which I don't recommend, is signing an agreement specifically with the buying agent that stipulates the amount you'll get. In this case, the buying agent is personally guaranteeing the commission rebate and you'll be taking their word on it. It's like a paper that says I owe you X amount after such and such real estate transaction closes. I'd like to think everyone is honest, but life happens, and if the commission amount is deposited to your realtor, they have to personally write you a check for the amount you agreed to. A lot of things can go wrong, and they may have already spent the money so they can't pay, or they need the money right now. It will make you wait what you're owed a few months later. Part of my reservations with putting too much faith with the realtor's personal guarantee is I've worked with a few realtors before who I didn't trust or feel they didn't have my best interests at heart. I would never have any faith they will give me any cashback if it was ever agreed to, even if it was in writing with their signature. I'm sorry, there's probably a lot of great realtors out there, but for every good realtor, there's probably 10 out there that ruin it for the good people. The second option, which is my preferred option and the one I followed, is choosing to work with a real estate agent that will include the commission rebate amount specifically in the buyer's representation agreement. The buyer's representation agreement is a contract between you and your agent which states that you'll work exclusively with your agent for an agreed upon duration of time. You can expect to find the details of your cashback rebate in the buyer's representation agreement, including when you will get the cashback rebate, the amount of the rebate stated in writing, and what method your cashback rebate will be paid through, such as check or electronic funds transfer. Ensure that you carefully read through the agreement and all terms are written as discussed with your real estate agent prior to signing. The benefit of doing it this way is that your agent's brokerage would be the one to write the commission rebate check, and they would be required to pay you the amount and cut the check under the brokerage name once the transaction settles. In this way, you and your realtor will get paid by the brokerage at least the same time, and there should be no conflict. How much can I get with a cashback agent? The amount of cashback that an agent provides to home buyers is determined by the agent and can vary based on the total commission or price of the property. Some agents will give a percentage cashback, and that's typically between 10 to 50% of the real estate commission amount, while other agents may choose to give a fixed amount back to the buyer, typically between $1,000 to $20,000. Be careful and do your homework to make sure you're working with an agent that you can trust. Cashback is great, but it's not the most important reason you should be working with a realtor. I repeat, cashback amount should not be the only reason you're working with a specific realtor. You can negate all the benefits of cashback if you end up severely overpaying for your house to get it for the sake of the cashback. Much more important to work with a realtor that has your interests at heart to prevent you from making such costly mistakes whether they give you cashback or not. For me, I was able to negotiate for a 50% commission rebate on the gross commissions earned by the realtor I was working with. I really only needed someone to take me to showings and prepare the purchase agreements but he was willing to do everything else, like regularly screen through listings that met my criteria and provide a second opinion on any house I was interested in. So I got the same service that I would have gotten with a regular real estate agent, but with the perks of cashback, which was a huge plus. Assuming I purchased a house for $1 million and the sellers paid my agent 2.5 commission, his gross commissions would be $25,000, and I would get back half of it, or $12,500 in cash, and him and his brokerage would keep the other half. No strings attached. What are the benefits of a cashback rebate? For a home buyer, cashback rebate means saving thousands of dollars on real estate commissions that can actually help you settle into your new home a little bit easier. I used the money to closing costs such as land transfer tax and lawyer's fees, and I actually ended up with leftover money that I set aside for savings. To me, I think of a cashback rebate as also an insurance policy. If something breaks down once I move in, or there's something that needs to be addressed, I've already had to replace a broken AC in the summer for $4,000, broken furnace in the winter for $5,000, and a stove for $1,000. Things can get quite costly, and I'm so glad I had money saved up from part of the commission rebates to pay for it. Why would a real estate agent offer a cashback rebate? Buyer agents are willing to offer you the rebate because it helps them speed up the closing process. A good realtor can actually only get you so far when at the end of the day, it's the highest offer price that generally wins a bidding war on OfferNet. This is especially true when I was putting in offers on homes with 9 other offers. For both houses I ended up buying, I didn't need to wait until offer dates. I made very fair offers before offer dates based on recent comparables, and the sellers ended up accepting. Getting $1,000 in cash back on the purchase price was just icing on the cake for me and made the decision so much easier to move quickly because I no longer had to compete with 9 other buyers to keep pushing prices even higher as weeks go by. Increase the volume of transactions they complete each year. They'd rather spend time working with real clients ready to buy homes and have financing all sorted out than spending lots of money and time prospecting and marketing, like paying for fancy bus ads or fancy office space, which becomes very costly. Operating under the cashback model helps them get more volume, close more deals, and spend less on marketing and office space so they can pass some of their savings directly back to their client. It's a win-win for the realtors and their client. Increase their reputation by word of mouth with their client's network. I ended up selling my house and buying 2 houses in less than 2 years with the same realtor because he earned my trust. This business model of getting repeat business does work and has worked for many realtors that use this as their unique value proposition. Tax implications of real estate commission rebate. If the home purchase won't be your principal residence, a real estate agent commission rebate can have future tax implications on capital gains when you sell your home. If you sell your home in the future for a higher price than what you originally paid for it, you incur capital gains. The capital gains tax is calculated based on the difference between the proceeds of disposition and adjusted cost base. The adjusted cost base for real estate includes the purchase price of the property, closing costs, real estate commission, capital expenditures on the property. If you receive a cashback rebate, deduct it from the adjusted cost base, as it will decrease the total amount of cost you spent on buying the property, which can increase your capital gains when you sell your home. However, if you're buying the home as a principal residence, you will generally not be subject to capital gains tax. Why don't I just work with the selling agent directly to save the sellers from having to pay commissions to a buying agent, and they can just reduce the price accordingly? In theory, this sounds good, but rarely happens because the selling agent should be acting in the seller's best interest to get them the highest price. They can't do that if they're trying to help me buy the house and lower the purchase price, even though the math works out in theory for the sellers to net the same amount. In a seller's market, this also doesn't work well to help the sellers get top dollar because almost all the potential buyers are interested, are already working with their own realtors. So if a house is in demand and it was not going to pay the buying agent anything, house will not get the same level of interest and exposure because these realtors will be discouraged from showing the property to their clients, which would be a huge disservice to the seller. Believe me, if it was that simple to just go to the selling agent directly to get a better deal, everyone would ditch the realtors and just buy from the selling agent directly, and that is obviously not happening. Much cleaner to just work with the cashback realtor to get the commissions rebate back. Why don't I just become a realtor and get licensed to save on the commissions? It's doable, and you can spend months studying and a few $1,000s to do it, but even if you did, you'll incur fees to get licensed, and you'll still be required to split commissions with the brokerage you work for, which could still mean giving up more than 50% of your commissions, or as little as giving up only 10% of your commissions, but you have to pay monthly desk or overhead fees of thousands of dollars. I just don't think many have the time for it, and for me personally, I sold my house and bought 2 houses in the last year, so well over $3 million real estate transactions, and probably could have saved more from being a realtor and doing it myself. But I just don't have the time, nor do I want to go through the hassle. As much as I was following trends and researching the area we were buying in, it was nice knowing I could go to my real estate agent that knew the area inside out for a second opinion so I wouldn't overpay. To me, that's worth way more than the cashback I was getting. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys enjoy, educational content like this, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like, and comment on the video to let me know what you guys think. Your support means everything to me, and it's what keeps encouraging me to keep sharing quality content so you can learn what I've been doing to stay on track to retire before 40 and build wealth fast. Between juggling a full-time job and raising 2 little monkeys, I choose to spend whatever remaining time I have left to make valuable content so I can inspire and help other young investors like yourself to reach financial independence sooner and retire early with me. If you're serious about reaching financial independence early, you'll want to check out my website at www.younginvestors, where I offer free courses and resources to help take your personal financing and investing to the next level. Join and take my free online course titled Millionaire Roadmap to help you learn how to build your bulletproof investment portfolio using index funds. Link in the description. Let's keep learning and building wealth together, guys. See you in the next video.